Hey, hi everybody. I'm Maria Bailey and welcome to the Thanksgiving Mom Meetup here on MomTV. And if this is your first time, I want to welcome you to MomTV. Our Mom Meetups are a time where we talk about a particular theme. We have a sponsor. Today's sponsor is Jennie-O turkeys, and we're going to be giving away, I think, 5 turkeys, 15 gallons of ice creams from Edie's, and some restaurant.com gift cards. So we got a lot of giveaways, and I'm just going to do a lot of talking about Thanksgiving, and you have the opportunity to win. The way you win during a mom's meetup is you just engage in the conversation right there in the chat room. Use the hashtag switch to turkey if you like, and if you're on Twitter or on Facebook, and we'll randomly select someone who's engaged in the conversation. So with that, let's get started. So I'm Maria Bailey, the host of MomTV and Mom Talk Radio. And you know, I have 4 kids. I run a business. I'm always on the go. I exercise a couple times a day. And so I'm really, really busy. But I love to cook Thanksgiving because it's just like, I don't know, you know, I like to have the foods I like, and so I love to host Thanksgiving at my house. And this is my table. It's already actually made for next Thursday, and I'll tell you why. The reason the table is made up is that I hate to iron tablecloths. And so my stepmother taught me this trick a couple of years ago, well, many years ago actually. And if you go ahead and put your tablecloth out, and you can really only do this if you don't have a wood table underneath, but if you take water and then you sprinkle it on the tablecloth, you as it dries, it will take the wrinkles out of the tablecloth. So what I did was on Sunday, I went ahead and put my tablecloths on the table, and then anywhere I had a wrinkle, I took water and I just kind of dripped it on it, and you smooth it out and it dries flat. So there you go. I don't have to do that ironing anymore. The one thing though that I dread about Thanksgiving is making the turkey, because I always have this fear that I'm not going to defrost it right, or it's going to be half frozen, and then I'm going to go take it out of the oven and it's still, I mean, like, have you ever seen, like, had one of those Thanksgivings where you have to start microwaving the turkey? I mean, that like sucks big time. Well, the cool thing is that this year I'm going to get one of these Jennie-O ready to cook turkeys, and it literally goes from the freezer. You take it out of the bag and you put it right into the oven, and it cooks. So you don't have to worry about thawing, making sure that it's, you know, at the right temperature and all of that. Literally out of the bag and into the oven, completely frozen, and it's ready to cook. They actually just did a survey and to find out that most moms are actually intimidated by the whole process. So let's go ahead and give away the first turkeys. What we're going to do is we are going to send you 3 coupons, because I'm not going to send you a frozen turkey. 3 coupons. They're for $5 off each, and I've been told that you can use all 3 at one time to go and pick up your turkey. They're available at Walmart stores and other grocers. You can go on their website, put in your zip code, and find out where you can get one. And you can go to switchtoturkey.com is where you'll find them. And I'm going to give away 5 turkeys, so all 5 people will get 3. And just for the fun of it, I have some Edie's ice creams for a free gallon, actually 1.5 quart, which I think is a half a gallon, of Edie's ice cream to go with your pumpkin pie. So all you have to do is answer in the chat room, post there in the chat room, what is your favorite piece of the turkey? Are you a white person, or are you a dark meat person, or do you like, my mom loves the neck. Like she will like boil the neck and then eat all the little meat off the neck. Oh, it drives me crazy. But then again, there are lots of things about my mom that drive me crazy. Anyways, so we're going to give these away, and Elizabeth on my team, after she hits my screen for me, she will randomly pick a winner. And while we are talking about the best part of the turkey, so there's our first turkey we're giving away, I thought it would be fun to talk about and to show you some of my dinner table and things that I don't know, random things that I do. So these are our napkins, and as you can see, I kind of go with the theme of the autumn green and gold. But they used to be toilet paper holders, you know, the paper from the middle of the toilet paper or paper towels. And to keep my kids involved, we made these little napkin rings. And we have I guess every 2 years we make new napkin rings. But they get to cut out the felt leaves on them, and then I keep them in a Ziploc bag till next year until they are no longer usable. But basically just pinking shears and felt and fabric paints, and it kept them busy. And you know, who in the world wants to have 24 napkin rings hanging around? I thought I'd share this with you. This is my fine china. It's Lenox. I got it for my wedding. This is the benefit of having 400 people at your wedding. I have 24 place settings of my fine china, and I picked it so that I could use it often because it goes with just about everything. And my stainless pattern. I actually love setting a good table. In my house, it was a really big thing for me to teach the kids the proper way to set a table, because my husband and I always told the kids, including the boys in our family, that it's the one thing that will impress someone. And you never know when you go to someone's house, maybe your girlfriend's house or your boyfriend's house later on in life, and someone says, hey, can you help me out and set the table? Well, it's very impressive when you know how to set the table correctly. So it's a big thing in our house to put the forks in the right order, with starting with the salad fork, and the blade on the knife is facing inward into the plate, and the spoon and all of that. So, so that's kind of my table. I've got some other decorations going on. These are the famous Publix pilgrims that everybody has on their table. And anyway, so let's give away another turkey. So we got another turkey coming. And you guys just shared with me your favorite part of the turkey. And now I am just wondering, what is the favorite thing for you guys to make with your leftover turkeys? Give us the answer. We've got another turkey and another thing of ice cream coming your way. My favorite thing after Thanksgiving is just a good old-fashioned sandwich. But like in the South, you know, we toast the bread, we put some butter on it, and we just smack the meat on. So good, like bread and butter and the meat in the middle. My son and daughter put a little stuffing on it so that it's like packed with carbohydrates, right? So anyways, what I'd like to do is kind of show you some of the things that I cook for Thanksgiving. So I'll start over here. This is my mac and cheese. And what I do different about my mac and cheese is that I don't use breadcrumbs. My kids like their mac and cheese kind of runny. And I learned recently, for a long time I put egg in with the, so in the pot I would put butter, and I'd put a little bit of flour, and then I'd put an egg and milk. But recently what I learned was that the egg kind of gives it that like less fluid texture. And my kids like love like when the kind of like Boston Market, where the cream is like all coming out of the side. And the secret is using carnation instant milk and instead of real milk. So now I kind of do half and half in my mac and cheese. And then the most important thing to them is that I get that big layer of melted cheese on top, so that they fight over who gets the cheese off the top. And so we make mac and cheese, which is particularly for my college kids, the things that they said they miss the most. And I noticed this week that a lot of grocery stores have this carnation instant milk on sale for like buy one, get one free. I bought 12 cans because it doesn't expire for a long time. And you know in the next 12 weeks or so, you're going to make lots of mac and cheese. So that's my mac and cheese. Now, the other kind of tip that I do before, right when the holiday season starts, is I go and I get a big bag of pecans, okay? I call them pecans. They're actually in the South called pecans. My grandfather had a pecan farm, and before he passed away and we had to sell the farm, we would pick our own pecans. But what I do is I get a big, like 5-pound thing of these pecans, and then I know that between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'm going to be making a lot of things that call for nuts that are cut up and diced or whatever. So what I'll do is I take one of those 2-pound bags, and you know, it gets so, like, every time you have to take out the chopper, it's another thing to clean. So at the beginning of the holidays, I just chop all of the nuts, and I keep them in a Ziploc bag so that I can just scoop them out as I need them throughout the holiday season, and it makes everything so much easier. So, okay, so let me show you my favorite. This is, like, by far, you're going to actually see me eat, because this is my favorite recipe for Thanksgiving. Okay. So it's my grandmother's Ambrosia recipe. And it starts, so Ambrosia in the South is basically like a cold salad. And it's really funny because my in-laws who are from Wisconsin, every time I put it on the table for Thanksgiving, they're like, do we eat this for dessert or do we eat it for your meal? And it's great because it's kind of sweet, so it tastes awesome with all the salty foods that you're going to have. So it starts with a tub of Cool Whip, and I use the fat-free Cool Whip because did you know it only has 10 calories in it? And let me just tell you, I'm going to deviate for 1 second because I want to show you the best thing that you can do. Like, it's not really a Thanksgiving thing. It's like a great snack. So if you're on a diet or you're trying to watch your weight, this is the absolute best snack. You take a little bit of that Cool Whip, right? And you put it on a graham cracker like that, and you put it in the freezer. You feel like you're eating an ice cream sandwich, and it has, like, I think it has 25 calories to it. So how cool is that? That was really good. Anyway, so this is just for, like, later on. You might want to just try making these. I love that Cool Whip. Anyhow, okay, so it starts with Cool Whip. My grandmother was raised in the Great Depression, and when she died, we found like 100 of these Cool Whips containers in her kitchen because, you know, in the Great Depression, they saved and reused everything. So she would she saved everything, every bag that bread came out of and everything. Okay, so this is my favorite spatula. How many of y'all have one of these spatulas that it's been burned, it's been bruised, but for some reason you still like it, right? So that's my favorite spatula. Okay, so you put in the Cool Whip, then you put in a pack of pistachio jello. So that's what pistachio jello is. So you put that in. Then you put in some nuts. This is where my chopped nuts come in handy because I don't have to go to the chopper. Then you put in a can of crushed pineapple that's drained, okay? So that goes in here. Woo! Oh, by the way, if you're in New York, these are my favorite bowls. These are my everyday. These are from Fish Eddie's, and they're my New York Skyline bowls. Love them. And then you put in miniature marshmallows. And I don't really ever measure anything. If you know me, you know I'm not really good with details. So I just kind of go with it. And then you stir it all together, okay? It is so good. It's awesome. Okay, so you stir it all together. I got this bowl for my wedding too. It's got my initials on it.
What's making it green?
The pistachio jello. Okay, so the question was, what's making it green? It's the pistachio jello that's inside. Okay, so, oh, it's so good, you guys. I wish you could taste it. I'm gonna send some down the table to Elizabeth. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Here you go, Elizabeth. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to give you guys a better shot here. It is so good. Isn't it good? Okay, let me give you all a good shot. It's so good. It's got the little things in it. Oh, it's so good.
You're making everyone hungry.
Okay. So let me just taste it, make sure it tastes good. I'm going to do the poison test. That's what my husband calls it. Oh my God. Isn't that good, Elizabeth? It's like kind of sweet, kind of fun. I think this has calories in it. It definitely has calories. Okay, I'm not going to waste this because this is my kid's favorite food. The best thing is this is what you do with it. Let me show you guys. This is what we do at our house. We just take it afterwards and we put it back into the Cool Whip container like this. And I'll make this the day before. You put it back into the Cool Whip like this. And now you have your pistachio jello or your pistachio ambrosia. Okay, so this baby will now sit in my freezer until Thanksgiving Day when I'll take it out and feed it to my children. So it's so good, isn't it? Okay, so let's give away another turkey. So we just talked about my favorite side. So turkey and ice cream. Tell us in the chat room what your favorite side dish is, and share that with the group. And you'll have the opportunity to win one of these great Jennie-O ready to cook, straight from the freezer turkeys and Evie's ice cream. Don't forget, we've got more turkeys to give away. Hold on, I'm going to take another bite of this. This is so good. I love this. I could eat this all day long. And like, I mix my peas into it. That sounds so gross. But I love that.
You're making Amy Hodges hungry.
Okay. Well, Amy Hodges knows because she's a Southern girl. She knows what ambrosia is. So yesterday,
Mary just asked if it's better than popcorn.
It's not quite as good as popcorn, but it does remind me of my grandmother, so. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, you guys, Amy Hodges will appreciate this. This is my second favorite spatula. It's a Mickey Mouse spatula. Love this spatula. It's got a wood handle, so I can't burn it. Well, I guess I could burn it, but it doesn't melt. Okay. So yesterday I asked Elizabeth for a quick and easy recipe. Of course, I messed it up, but it actually turned out okay. So I asked her for a quick and easy recipe, and she gave me this recipe. Look how cute these are. For these little pumpkin, craisin, I added the marshmallows, muffins. And I have to tell you, first of all, if you haven't seen these in the store, they now have those little marshmallow bits. Oh, these are great because see what I did? I sprinkled them on top of my muffins. But let me tell you how I made these. Oh, I bet you, Elizabeth, this would taste great with a little ambrosia on it. Hold on. Yeah, pumpkin, pineapple going on, whipped cream. I don't know where the pistachio fits in, but anyways, so let me tell you how we made these. What you're supposed to do is take a can of pumpkin and a yellow cake mix.
Or spice cake mix.
Or spice cake mix. That's it. 2 ingredients. Mix them together and put them in muffin cups and bake it like you would a cake mix. Where Maria messed up was I actually made the cake mix. I used yellow cake mix and then added a can of pumpkin. So mine are super, super moist because they have all that extra stuff in them. But these are great. I got to tell you, I made a whole tray of them last night, and I put them in the freezer because my father-in-law is allergic to chocolate. So I'm going to pull these out for his dessert on Thanksgiving, and for my daughter who loves pumpkin anything, I'm going to serve them to her for breakfast as a muffin. So all it is cake mix and a can of pumpkin. Mix them together, bake them. You can add whatever you want inside, nuts. I added the craisins and the little mushrooms, the little marshmallows. And look how cute they came out on my little Thanksgiving tray. So let's give away another turkey. So we just talked about our favorite recipe. You guys don't have to put the whole recipe in there, but since you're going to have a Jennie-O ready to bake turkey, you're going to have a lot of extra time on your hands. So what is your favorite recipe that you cook? And we'll share that with the group, and we're going to give the turkey out to another winner. So,
do you want to answer a question?
What?
Do you want to answer a question?
Sure. Is there a question?
Lori asked if you had any tips on not getting overwhelmed during the holidays and being a host.
Oh, okay. So Lori's question was, how do I not get overwhelmed? Which is a great segue into how I kind of prepare. So I tend to like to have a buffet. That way, because I'm such a super freak about what I eat, everybody can just kind of go through the buffet line. So what I do is the night before, I do my entire buffet laid out on the buffet table, okay? And this is what I do. I will take all of my serving pieces, like these two are serving pieces, and I'll lay the serving piece on the buffet table, right? And then what I do is I take a little index card or a little piece of paper, and I'll just write what is going to go in that bowl. And I also go ahead and put a serving spoon next to everything on the table, because don't you hate like when the food is hot, it is hot and ready to go, right? So then suddenly you're like, oh, you're looking for a bowl, you're looking for a spoon, you're looking, you know, someone's yelling, oh, we don't have a ladle for the gravy, you know. So I take out everything, and sometimes I do it 2-3 days in advance, and I just put a little piece of paper inside of each thing that says, this is where the ambrosia is going to go, this is where the gravy is going to go, because then when people are trying to help you get the food out onto the buffet table, they know exactly what they're looking for, and you don't have to stop and go, oh, grab the yellow bowl or the green bowl or whatever. You can just say, look on the buffet table, there's a bowl for the peas. And that's how I do it, because then people can still help me, and I can still kind of control what thing is going into what. The other thing I do is, so I don't have to answer a whole bunch of questions like, what is that, what is that? I picked up these, I think at the dollar store, and they're little turkeys with, you know, the little holder here. And like a week ago, I made I knew kind of what was going to be on the table. So I just went on the computer and I printed out on just plain old piece of paper what I was serving. And then I put these turkeys next to each dish so that everybody knows what we're serving. And these I love because they're just easy, and then I don't have to ask people or answer a whole bunch of questions. Okay, so let's get another turkey away. Turkey and ice cream. So one of the other things about the Jennie-O turkey and the whole like switch to turkey is that we can switch to turkey. I love during the school year to make a turkey, even if it's a turkey breast, on a Sunday, because then I can have turkey all throughout the week. I'll use it in a salad, I'll serve it in a casserole, I'll freeze, like I may just serve half of it and then freeze it. I make turkey sandwiches in our lunch boxes, and I love to make turkey like throughout the year. It's just not a Thanksgiving thing for me. So for a chance to win this turkey, share with us what other things you do with turkey once you've made it, and your name will go on the hat. Elizabeth will pick someone to win the turkey. So I want to be conscious of the time. We're going to have to wrap it up here soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give away to, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5 people are going to get 2 of these free any kind of Edie's ice cream that you want, and a $25, so I'm going to give you 2 quart and a half, so that'll be 3 quarts of ice cream and a $25 gift card to restaurant.com. And I think a great place to end our mom meetup, sponsored by Jennie-O's ready to oven turkeys, is to talk about dessert, because everybody loves dessert. So share with us what your favorite dessert is, and we will randomly select 5 names, and we'll send you the $25 restaurant.com gift card so that you don't have to cook the day before or maybe the weekend after Thanksgiving, along with ice cream to go with whatever dessert you are making. While you're doing that, I'm going to eat a little bit more Ambrosia. It's really good, you guys. And these things, these are the bomb, man. Because I'm not much of an ice cream lover, but I do eat these. But these, I mean, really, for 20 calories, you can eat a lot of these. Well, you shouldn't eat a lot, but whatever. Really good. You don't have to feel guilty about it. And I love guiltless eating, right? Because, as you guys know, I'm very careful about what I eat. Anyways, so we got pumpkin cheesecake going on, pumpkin chocolate chip cake. Oh my God, Sasha, where in the world did you get that recipe? Chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I love that. Strawberry cheesecake. Not much of a cheesecake person. Apple pie. I always try. You guys, this is the funniest story. My mother-in-law loves mincemeat pie. Like, what the hell is in a mincemeat pie? I have no idea, right? But she loves it. So the year after I got married, I decided I was going to make a fresh mincemeat pie for her. It was such a debacle. This is like before the internet, right? So I had to go to an actual book to find a recipe. And I'm a vegetarian at the time, so I don't even eat meat. I had to ask the butcher at Publix what kind of meat goes in a mincemeat pie. Anyways, I had to like stew this meat for like 48 hours and chop it, and oh, it was so disgusting. Anyways, I took it to her, and the pie must have weighed 50 pounds. It was so funny. And to this day, she talks about my good intentions of trying to make her a mincemeat pie, but it was a disaster. Anyways, so Elizabeth, you want to tell everybody who won? Okay, Elizabeth has given you. And I want to, as we depart, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and go Missouri Tigers and FSU Seminoles. I hope you get to watch a lot of college football. I hope you get to be with your family. I've had an experience this week where I'm going to tell you with all sincerity, hug the people you love this Thanksgiving and every day, and enjoy yourself. Thanks for coming to MomTV. I hope you'll come back. Check out our videos, because we have a ton of videos up created for moms by moms, and if you are creating videos yourself, link them to MomTV so we can bring them and share them with other moms. I'm Maria Bailey. Have we got all the winners?
Yep.
Okay. Well, then, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm going fishing, and let me know how your Thanksgiving goes.